book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right, I'm going to stop right there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Wadash. And double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. The Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. Shalom to the 140 and 4,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from the GMS Denver camp, doing another lesson. And in this regard, I want to go in on the topic of end time prophecies, speaking loud and clear in these last days. Because this particular verse right here, Habakkuk 2 and 3, we bring it out from time to time. All right, because it lets you know that all the prophecies that are in the scriptures will eventually come to pass. Though it might seem like it's taking a while, it's going to surely come to pass. All right, and one of the main prophecies that we're looking at right now is the implementation of the RFID microchip. All right, the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast spoken of in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 on down. Okay, and we're seeing this become more and more prevalent in society, the RFID technology. And the reason why I'm bringing this out is because, at my job, I just came back from vacation and whatnot. And my first day back, they have implemented a new clock-in system. All right, they have a whole little setup and everything. They just installed, at the job and whatnot. And they issued all the employees a card, all right, fitted with RFID technology, all right, radio frequency identification. All right, in case you didn't know what RFID stood for. Well, this is the new system that they have in my particular job. And you have to use that to clock in and clock out. You see? And somebody might hear that and be like, well, that's not, too crazy. Because a lot of jobs have already, implemented this technology. But the thing is, it's becoming more and more prevalent. And it's a step closer to making the implant a requirement. You got to realize that this devil works in subtlety. And more, jobs are implementing this technology is for a reason, man. Let's go ahead and get a quick precept. All right, real quick, we have the book of Genesis chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai power had made. And he said unto the woman, yeah, hath the Most High said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And we have to break this down. All right, it's not talking about an actual snake, a reptile talking to a woman. All right, this is symbolic. That serpent is representative of a serpent-like man, very sneaky and cunning. Those are the characteristics of serpents. Okay, and Esau embodies the spirit of the serpent, in these last days. All right, he's a wicked serpent. You see, and it says that he was more subtle than any beast of the field, meaning he's the most sneakiest, cunning race of people, out of all the nations, because the beasts of the field refer to the nations of the earth. Okay. And, pretty much he was enticing Eve to sin. As we know, in the beginning, Eve sinned by listening to the serpent. The serpent beguiled her. All right, he asked her a question, shall you not eat of every tree of the garden? And that is referring to not actual fruit from trees. It's referring to philosophies and ideologies. We're not supposed to be partaking of the ideologies and philosophies of the heathen. All right, we have our own code of conduct as Israelites, as Hebrew Israelites. We have laws, statutes, and commandments, and ways we are to conduct ourselves. Things we're supposed to partake in and things we're not supposed to partake in. One of the main things that's coming to pass right now, which is forbidden, is the RFID microchip, the implantable RFID microchip, the one that goes in your hand or in your head. All right. And the reason why I bring this scripture out is because it says he was more subtle than any beast, meaning he was more sneaky. He uses gradualism. You understand? And the people, all right, are being gradually prepared to receive this technology in their hand or in their head. All right. That's what they're doing. There's no coincidence that a lot of these jobs are now implementing the RFID technology for their employees. I want to bring this out. This is a video done like only 2 weeks ago from Saints of Jersey. All right, Yahweh Shem Yashah Barakatham to those brothers out there. But I remember he posted this video, and he titled the video, "My job gave me an RFID chip." And he's showing you the card right there that his job gave him. He's holding it in his hand right there. It's a new practice that they implemented at his job 2 weeks ago. All right. And now my job is doing the same thing. So that leads me to believe that this is a push to make this thing the standard, as a gradual step closer to having everybody have it actually implanted in their hand, because the card right there itself is not the mark of the beast. Understand that. We got to put that disclaimer out there. A time card that is outside of your body that might have an RFID chip in it is not the mark of the beast. Don't get it twisted. All right. Digital currency is not the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is when you actually have to have it inserted inside of your body. That's when it's the mark of the beast. And this is what the elites are pushing forth, so they can track and trace everyone on the earth. Because that's what this RFID card is. It's a means to, keep track of employees, where they are, what I'm saying, what time they clock in, what time they clock out, what time you taking lunch. It's all going to be implemented on their system. Each card is designated to every individual employee with their information on it and everything. All right. And, personally speaking, I believe, employers can use this to track you outside of your job. So you take your card home or whatever, they can see, your whereabouts, but that's just me speaking as a man, because I do understand that the RFID chip was used to track lost pets and animals because they look at you as cattle, man. Let's get a quick precept. You can watch this video on your own time. He was going into how they, at his job, implemented this new technology. All right. The RFID card, for access to the building and things like that. They're going to use that on an even greater sense when they make it mandatory to have in your hand. All right. Let's get that Revelation 13. Hey, this thing is happening, man. So here we have the book of Revelation, chapter 13. All right. Where it goes into the beast system and his mark, all right, which is a physical mark. All right. A lot of these, false prophets out here are teaching their congregation that it's a spiritual mark. No, this is a physical mark that they're going to want you to take to participate in society very soon, man. All right. So let's jump down to the point here. I'm going to start at verse 15. I got it highlighted in the green right there. It says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." So this is what it's going to come to, man. It's going to be made mandatory at some point in time, because right now they're requiring it for your job. You can't even clock in without having this technology in that card. Well, they're going to take it a step further, all right, to the point where you won't be able to enter into stores, all right, or airports or anything like that unless you have this technology inserted inside of you. And if you don't have it, they're going to say that you need to be killed, man. They're going to label you a threat to society, all right, possible domestic terrorist, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. All right, and just because it's not made mandatory, or punishable by death as of yet, what do we read when we started this lesson? Habakkuk 2 and 3. The vision is yet for an appointed time. It will surely come. All right. There's going to come a point in time which if you don't have this chip, then you're going to be killed. All right. They're going to make it punishable by death. All right. So, yeah, man, Esau is the he spoken of right here in verse 15, who had power to give life to the image of the beast. The image of the beast is not a picture of white Jesus. The image of the beast is the philosophies, the ideologies, and the ways of life of Esau's infrastructure. All right. The beast system being NATO and the EU. All right. Esau's, kingdom. All right. Which is the modern revived Roman Empire. And there's nothing new under the sun. But anyway, let's see verse 16. "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, don't be simple. It don't matter if you get it in your left hand or your right hand. You know what I'm saying? And, play around if you want to, man. This is the mark of the beast. All right. And they have the Neuralink being spoken of more and more. That's one of the most notable brain-computer interfaces, man, the Neuralink. All right. For people that, have disabilities and whatnot, they're labeling it as pseudo salvation for those who, have degenerative diseases and cognitive, disabilities and whatnot. People that are blind, they're telling you that it can give you your sight back and all this shit. Part of those lying wonders from the devil. But let's go into the word. Matter of fact, let's read verse 17. And I'm going to go into that word mark. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he, or except those that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. That's 666. All right, that's the mark. That's the number of the beast, and it represents complete carnality and corruption. And that's exactly what Esau, the so-called white man, embodies. All right, and he wants everybody to follow after him and take this goddamn mark, because he looks at you as cattle. Let's go into that word mark real quick. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it in the Greek to get the full understanding, to show you that it's not a spiritual mark. Here's the word right here in the Greek.
Strong's G 5480, charagma.
All right, charagma. And it says a stamp, an imprinted mark. So it's physical, man. Or the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist or anti-Messiah. All right. Now, it's not stamped on, it's in. You see what I'm saying? We're telling you before it even happens, man. People already have this thing. We've done videos showing you that there's jobs right now in America that have employees fitted with the implantable RFID microchip already. It just hasn't been made widespread and mandatory as of yet, but it will be. It says the mark branded upon horses, theme, carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. All right, you see that? And when you take this chip, you're idolizing Esau, the so-called white man, because you're saying that you want to be subservient to his system, when the Lord clearly forbids us to receive this mark. There's a judgment that comes with receiving this RFID microchip, man. It says that you are a follower of the anti-Messiah, meaning you're in opposition against Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai when you receive this mark. You see? It's a big deal. It says a scratch or etching, i.e. a stamp, as a badge of servitude or sculpture figure, graven mark. So it's a physical mark, man. All right. And it says a badge of servitude, just like the work badges that you have, all right, that they have out here for these job sites. They're going to want you to have it in your body, making you a complete fucking slave to their system. They're going to know your whereabouts, going to be able to track and trace you, because it is trackable. All right. And I'll prove that to you in just a second. All right. You taking this mark is saying that you look at Esau as your God, man. And you're turning your back on the true creator, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So your fate is to be destroyed. But before we get that destruction, I want to show you a video real quick. All right, fair use. This is for educational purposes only. Fair use. I'm not making any money off of this. This is for educational purposes only. So check this shit out.
The very first chip that I got was this one, and this was very experimental. So a doctor, used a little scalpel and placed it. But as we started to make products out of this, we put them into pre-sterilized injectors. So it's just like getting an injection, really. But now that process can be done by our partners, which are mostly body piercers. They're very familiar with skin, aseptic procedures, needles, things like that. So it's a very quick and easy process that's actually safer than getting an ear piercing.
And they always say that. They always try to market it to you as, oh, it's safer than getting an ear piercing. It's just a quick pinch and, it's totally safe. Fucking devils. Fuck these devils. Excuse my language, but I hate the fact that these Edomites are trying to pass this off as something safe and simple. It's not. Having this shit will get you destroyed, man, by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, amongst other things, man. There's other side effects that come with this, man. This is not medical advice. It's spiritual advice, because I'm going to prove it to you in the scriptures. But let's finish this video, man. This is another video, all right, recent video that's came out of them trying to market this to the public. Come on, man. This is one of many of these videos. Oh, it's just an easy, quick procedure, you know. Shut the fuck up, Esau. We understand what's going on. We have eyes to see. All right? Let's check it out. This is the mark of the beast, by the way.
There's a lot of misconceptions. A lot of people are like kind of educated by Hollywood movies, which is fantastical nonsense. There's no power when it's not, you know, very close to a reader. So it's not tracking you. It's not GPSing. It's not doing any of that nonsense. Being able to secure.
Okay, so he used the reference of The Matrix, as you saw that little movie clip, because that was actually in the movie, The Matrix. All right, they, you know, implanted the main character Neo with a digital tracker. And that movie came out in 1999, man. They've been planning this for years, man. They've been planning this for years and years and years. All right, and now they're getting ready to implement it, man. And right now they're trying to market it to you like it's just, you know, another part of life. Nah, man. And they're also trying to do another thing as well. They're trying to psychologically, you know, mess with you and tell you that, oh, it's just, you know, these crazy conspiracy theorists that think it's crazy. They get their education from movies. Well, they put the real shit in the movies, man. It's called predictable programming. All right, subliminal messages put in movies to get people ready for what's coming. They do it all the time. And then, you know, The Matrix was just, you know, an example of that. There's many movies where they have this technology, you know, in the script. All right. So, yeah, man, don't let these people tell you that you're crazy or you're a conspiracy theorist, because come to find out, a lot of these conspiracies that are happening, that people have been coming out with, are true. All right. And all this damn devil does is bring forth conspiracies. We're not stupid, man. He's more subtle than any beast of the field.
Here are things like banking transactions, Bitcoin transactions.
See that? Banking, Bitcoin transactions. What? That's digital currency. All on this chip, this piece of technology. All right, it's gonna be everything: your medical records, your identity. All right, your passport, your, you know, driver's license. Everything gonna be on this goddamn chip. This is what they're doing. This is what they're trying to prepare you for. And as the prophets of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah, we're here to warn you, man. Hey, look, man, this is right around the corner. They're going to make this thing the standard. All it takes is one event to crash the system. And then they emerge with this technology for everybody to identify themselves and to buy and sell. Come on, man. We see right through the shit, man. Call Allah Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah.
The really important things about your digital identity that are now merged with your biological identity, that's a very important thing. Normally you have something that's secure, but it's not convenient, or it's convenient, but it's not secure. Implants have a chance to break that paradigm so that you can do something that's secure while being convenient, or it's more secure because it is convenient to.
All right, so like, you got to stop it right there. They're also trying to market it to you as being convenient and a safer, secure way to, you know, have transactions. All right, they use the scenario, what if you lose your debit card or your credit card? Somebody can steal your identity if you lose your ID card or your social security card. Well, this chip is going to make it impossible for them to steal it. That's what they're trying to push to the people, man, as it's, you know, like a more convenient way of doing things. But in all actuality, this devil is using this to track and control every aspect of your life. All right? There will be no more privacy. There will be no more private transactions going on. They're going to have knowledge of everything that you fucking do in society because they want to be like the Most High. And we see right through it. But the majority of these people are these goddamn zombies out here are going to take that chip. All right? Only to be destroyed. And we got to be persuaded in our own minds, knowing that this is the mark of the beast, and then, you know, and that if you receive it, there is a judgment that comes with it, regardless of what the world is doing. All right, your family is doing, Because they're going to do it. They're going to take that damn chip. Watch. The elect are not going to receive it.
Be secure. So this is an example of just a vent safe that looks like a vent, but it's actually safe.
Hold on, I got another one I want to play for you. We'll get some precepts. All right, check this out, man.
Coming up next, how far would you go for better security? How about an ID implanted in your arm? Who's actually asking people to do that? You might be surprised. Also, moving along now to tonight's eye-opener, what would you do if your boss said you had to have a computer ID chip implanted under your skin or you'd be fired? Well, we're not there quite yet, but one Ohio company is doing something that has some people wondering if we're headed down that road. Here's technology.
You heard that, right? You heard that, right? All right. Unless you receive it, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna be able to work, man. All right, you're gonna be able to buy or sell. As it tells you in Revelation 13 and verse 16 through 18. But anyway, she said, it's not here yet, but it will be.
Correspondent Daniel Seberg with tonight's eye-opener.
Oh, and by the way, this came out 12 years ago. So the infrastructure for this is already in place. All right. All they got to do is, you know, make a smooth transition from that card that you hold in your hand to putting the chip in your hand. All right. They've been planning this for years, man.
There's my chip right there.
So you can actually see it.
It's about the size of a grain of rice, and it feels like it too. But what that tiny chip can and can't do has become the source of much concern and confusion.
I was in a grocery store, and a couple ladies said, "Hey, you're the guy with the chip in your arm, aren't you? You know, run across the scanner so we can see if we get a discount on groceries."
Sean Darks is the CEO of CityWatcher.com, a small company in Cincinnati that's the first U.S. business to use chip implants in its employees.
What you're looking at here is recorded footage back in August of a number of drug deals.
CityWatcher provides video surveillance for clients and for the police. And the video that it collects, like this drug bust, is the company's biggest asset. And they say they need to keep it under more than just lock and key.
You might have one of these where you work, a key card that allows access to different parts of the office. A lot of businesses use them, but here at CityWatcher, there's one particular room where you need either the implanted chip in your arm or a keychain. And Sean says the choice is up to the employee.
CityWatcher employees Chuck Gordon and Kari Williams require access to the secure server room where the video is stored. One got the implant, and the other decided not to. He carries the chip in a keychain instead.
That's one of the reasons that I don't want to do it. It's creepy to have knowing that something is there the entire time.
But Chuck, you could get over that feeling?
Right now, I guess the big thing is Big Brother's to be watching you over this. Basically, the chip's dormant except unless you go in front of the access panel. And that's the only time it activates. So other than that, I really have no worries about it.
Chip implants have been common in pets for several years, giving the owner peace of mind that their lost animal could be identified. And for retail giant Walmart.
Okay, so they just said that it can't be tracked, right? Well, why do they have them in pets? They've been doing this for a long time too, as I mentioned it earlier, because it can be tracked to find you. There will be no hiding from Big Brother Esau if you get this chip. They're gonna know exactly where you are at every second of the day. They're gonna know what you bought, what you did. You know what I'm saying? That's complete, total slavery, man. And you saw the Jake in the beginning that took that shit. The Lord gonna destroy his ass, man. His fate is the lake of fire. All right. Let's get that before I forget. Let's go ahead and get that Revelation 14 real quick. So here we have it, Revelation chapter 14. Let's jump down to the point. We're on verse 9. It says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand," right? Because those who, worship this system, they're going to get that mark, showing their allegiance. All right. "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation." Indignation meaning his righteous anger. and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. That's talking about what? That final judgment, man. That lake of fire, which is going to be brought on in the midst of World War III, when those thermonuclear missiles are launched, all right, to destroy America, Babylon the Great, and other parts of the earth, all right. The state of Israel is going to be destroyed, man, as well. But unlike, America, Israel is going to be built back up at some point in time. But, America is going to be a complete desolation because of the onslaught that's coming in the midst of World War III, which is heating up right now. And Esau knows that if you receive this chip, that you're not going to have salvation. These damn devils know what's going on, man. These elites of Esau know exactly what they're doing with this shit. Don't fall for the shit, man. Excuse my French, but this is an urgent message, man, to you sincere Akim and Aquath out there. This is deadly serious. You receive this chip in your body, you are done. You've canceled out your salvation, man. Understand that. And you will be tormented with that thermonuclear fire. All right?
The chips are used as smart barcodes to keep track of thousands of products. But for use in people, well, privacy advocates think we shouldn't open that door.
The concern is a privacy concern because when that chip is placed in you, it becomes a permanent form of identification. If it were a bracelet, for example, or an ID card, you might choose not to carry it or not to wear it, but if it's in your skin, you're pretty much stuck with it.
City Watcher employee Chuck Gordon was so stuck on the idea that he accompanied his wife Mary as she got the implant for medical reasons.
Just go ahead and lay down up here for a minute.
So doctors can pull up a record of her allergies in an emergency.
You're going to feel like a little stick and then a bee sting, okay? And that's going to numb the skin up for us, okay?
At this point, if you're squeamish about needles, it's best to turn away for a second. Getting an implant is not a pretty sight.
Like a tiny little incision here. Put the needle in. We pull the needle out, and we put a Band-Aid on her, and she's chipped.
The doctor will send the unique 16-digit number on Mary's chip to the chip maker for safekeeping. But critics question the
unique 16-digit number. All right? Think about that, man. Because when you scan that, it has an identification number for each individual. Now, what's to say that that number 666 is not incorporated into that identification number? Come on, man.
Security of the system.
It is the case that chips have been hacked. It's possible to duplicate them. It's possible to commit fraud with them. And those are also risks for people who are using this chip.
3 out of the 5 City Watcher employees who need access to the video room have opted to have the chip implanted. The other 2 carry their chips on a keychain. Either way, Sean Dark says his company's secrets are safe, and let the chips fall where they may.
You can't be read, you can't be tracked, it doesn't have GPS, it doesn't emit a signal. I do not know where my employees are during the course of the day unless I call them on their cell phone. But we like to say here at City Watcher that it helps with employee retention because our valued employees don't want to leave their arm if they decide to leave.
Yeah, that dude's name was Sean Darks. He's definitely in darkness. All right?
Decide to leave the company.
Like it or not, we're in that brave new world, and it might not be long before your boss.
All right, look, cameras, because what, they're implementing a complete surveillance system, man. All right, there will be nowhere you can go on the earth without being surveilled, tracked, and traced. They got these damn cameras every fucking where now. All right, every stoplight, you got cameras with facial recognition technology, recognizing your license plates and everything, man. Tracking and tracing the population, stored in their data centers that they're building, in mass. Why? Because this is the beast system that we're telling you about, that the Bible tells us about, man. Okay? You will have no privacy. This is what they're implementing, man. Okay? And they will be able to track you outside of your job. Understand that. Matter of fact, let's rewind it because they're getting ready to say something. Check this out.
Decide to leave the company.
Like it or not, we're in that brave new world, and it might not be long before your boss is literally getting under your skin. Daniel C.
So you heard that, man. Just like I said in the beginning of this lesson, man. These jobs We're going to eventually implement this technology, man. There's a push for this, man. All right. And he said, we're in that brave new world. What does that remind you of? The new world order. This is what they want. This is what they have planned for the people. So I got to bring this out real quick, since they want to keep continually telling you that it's safe and secure, right? This is Revelation 16, verse 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. What is this telling you? All right, this is a judgment that comes with receiving that mark. All right, beside the thermonuclear destruction, those who receive this mark, the RFID implantable chip, they're going to receive a grievous sore. All right, let's get this word in the Blue Letter Bible real quick for sore. Check it out. So here we have that verse pulled up in the Blue Letter Bible. Let's go ahead and go down to the word sore. All right, that grievous sore is going to come upon those who receive it, right? Let me see. Hold on 1 second, Salaki. Oh, there it is.
Strong's G 1668. Helkos. Helkos.
And that's it in the Greek right there. And it says a wound, especially a wound producing a discharge, pus, a sore, an ulcer. Do you see that, man? That's what's going to happen to those who receive this RFID implant. There are side effects. And it tells you about that in the scriptures, man. It's going to be a grievous sore. It's going to be disgusting. Because you're not supposed to have that in your body, man. Hey, we're just telling you before it happens. All right? Just telling you before it happens, man, according to the scriptures. Take heed or not. Your choice. All right? Well, actually, it's Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai's choice, because those who are not of his elect, all right, they're going to end up bending the knee and taking this shit, man. The elect are not going to receive this, even in the threat of death. All right? Because we're going to be moving in the fear and the faith of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai in these times when they make this thing mandatory. But this is just another result of bowing the knee to Esau, man. All right? That grievous sore. So I went into the chat and I typed in, are more jobs requiring RFID cards for employees to clock in and out? And this is what the chat said. It says, the use of RFID cards for employee time tracking is increasingly prevalent in various industries, particularly in 2026. Because this devil is moving quick, man. That's why. Market trends indicate a growing adoption of RFID technology for clocking in and out, driven by the desire for efficiency, accuracy, and enhanced security in time tracking processes. So it's becoming more and more popular. All right. You see? It says trends in RFID uses for employee time tracking, rising popularity. Radio frequency identification cards are being embraced as a reliable solution for employee attendance. Organizations find that RFID systems offer a quick tap and go functionality, making it more convenient for employees to clock in and out. There's that word convenient again. All right. It's going to be to the point where you're going to have to just tap your hand over the reader. All right. It says advantages over traditional methods. Traditional time tracking methods such as paper logs or manual entry are often prone to errors and manipulation. In contrast, RFID systems help mitigate these issues by reducing time theft. Employees can easily falsify their hours when using the RFID system, as each entry is recorded accurately, right, in their computers, right? Enhancing operational efficiency. Automatic recording through RFID allows for real-time data capture, which integrates seamlessly with payroll systems. All right, so they're trying to make it seem like it's convenient and more accurate. All right, industry adoption. Industries such as manufacturing, retail, and healthcare are leading the charge in adopting RFID technology. Many companies are transitioning to this system to comply with regulatory requirements and improve operational transparency. Yeah, they're getting directions from the higher ups. These jobs, all right, no matter what field you work in, are eventually going to implement this technology. We're just telling you before it happens, man, because they're following the protocol of the elites. For instance, larger retailers have mandated, look, there's the word, mandated. For instance, larger retailers have mandated suppliers to implement RFID for better inventory tracking, influencing the overall job market for RFID professionals. Future prospects. As technological advancements continue, RFID is likely to link more closely with AI and data analytics. They're going to have your ass in the system, man, offering businesses insights to into employee performance and operational efficiency. They're going to know when your ass was late from that break, man. They're going to know. Ain't going to be no sliding in, you know what I'm saying, a few minutes late. They're going to have everything on your ass, man. In 2026, RFID is not just a method of timekeeping, but a vital part of broader digital transformation initiatives across industries. In summary, the trend towards utilizing RFID cards for clocking in and out is part of a larger movement towards automation and efficiency in workplace management. As the technology evolves, it's becoming a staple in more organizations, changing how we think about employee time tracking. And they ain't just tracking your time, they're going to track your ass too. All right? So, yeah, man, this is prophecy playing out. All right. All right. This is Isaiah 34 verse 16. It says, "Seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them." What is this talking about, man? It's talking about seeking out of the book of the Lord. What's the book of the Lord? The Bible. Okay. The Holy Bible, New Testament, Old Testament, the Apocrypha. Okay. You see, and it says none of these shall fail. That's talking about the prophecies. None of the prophecies shall fail. All right. Everything that's written in here is going to come to pass, especially the RFID microchip being made mandatory. All right. To buy and to sell, to operate in society. All right. So what does that let you know? That at some point in time, in the very near future, we're going to be outcast to society. We're not going to be able to go to our jobs to clock in and work because we're not going to take that fucking RFID microchip, man. Lord willing. You see? This is known as the hour of temptation. You're going to have families divided against each other, man. Wives going against their husbands because they don't want to take the chip. Kids crying because they they're not able to go to the store and buy food for the children and whatnot right away. They're going to bug out, man. And a lot of them are going to bow the knee and take it because they want to eat. Ultimately, they don't have faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The Lord said he's going to take care of us, man. Here we have the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 31. The words of our Lord Yahweh Shai speaking in the red letter. And he says, and look, it's 1:44 p.m. Call Allah Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. It says, "Therefore, take no thought, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or wherewithal shall we be clothed?" All right, the Lord is saying, don't question these things, man. How are we going to eat? Man, we can't go to the store without that chip. How are we going to feed the kids? How are we going to do it? Look, don't worry about that, man. Now, this is where that faith comes in. "For after all these things do the Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things." The Lord knows we need to eat, man. The Lord knows we need certain things to function in life. The Lord will provide that for his elect. All right? And those that are under the household of an elect man. We know this, man, through faith. This is the Lord Yahweh Shai telling us this right here. Things are written aforetime for our learning, right? As it tells you in Romans 15 and verse 4. "But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." That's right. Your necessities. Provision has already been made for the elect, for the time we're coming into. The Lord already has it set out to how you're going to eat, when you're going to eat, what you're going to wear, so on and so forth. It's already written, man. All right? We just got to keep our integrity and faith and know that, man. Everybody else going to bow the knee. They're going to lose faith. They're going to take the chip, man. Those that are not rooted, Israelites that are in the truth, so-called, that are not of the elect, they're going to end up breaking and taking this shit, man. This is why we're praying for Yahweh Bashmi Shai to take now this Holy Spirit from us and to keep us in the right spirit in these times, man. When the pressure is applied, it's going to be crazy, man. It's called the hour of temptation. Revelation 3 and verse 10, Yahweh Shai speaking, Lord Yahweh Shai, he says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. That's right, man. It's going to come upon the entire world. You're not going to be able to just get on a plane and go to another country, and think you're going to escape, and think that you're going to escape this, man. This is the final test for those who are truly about Yahweh Bashmi Shai and to sift out those who are not. This is going to be the last test to weed out the real from the fake, man. You see, deadly serious, and it's upon us, man. Any day now, man. Something could happen, all right, to bring forth the hour of temptation, to where they make this RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, all right, the mandatory way to identify yourself as a U.S. citizen or a citizen of whatever respective country that you might find yourself in. Canada, Mexico, it's going to be everywhere, man. All right, it tells you that the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. All right, Job 9:24, Esau's behind all this shit. All right, though the heathen are involved, they're in agreement with Esau for right now. All right, they're all on board with this shit, man. These are heathen leaders, all right, that proclaim to be enemies. All right, they're eventually going to turn against Esau, but right now they're on board with this new system that they want to bring forth. And we see what's going on, man. They're in league with each other for right now. But the point is that the Lord gonna have that spirit on you to keep you from breaking in this time, man. You're gonna have to have the spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Shai within you. All right, that's how serious and intense this is gonna be. Think about it. You haven't eaten for maybe 2 days. 3 days. Your kids are crying. Your woman tripping out on you, threatening to take the kids to go get chipped. All right, there's violence outside. You know what I'm saying? Esau got safe centers. For those who have the chip, they can come in and get 3 warm meals a day, a bed to sleep in. They're going to have this type of shit going on, man. Let's get another precept real quick. Exodus 23 verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many rest to judgment. Or after many to rest judgment, So we are not to follow a multitude to do evil, because receiving that RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, is indeed evil. You understand that? All right? And though the multitude is going to take it, we are to resist and be obedient unto Yahweh Bashmi Shai. All right? Even when they make it mandatory. All right? Under the threat of death or imprisonment. You see? I want to read this real quick. This is Isaiah 36 and verse 6. It says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will enter, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Let me read that again. The book of Isaiah chapter 36 and verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. In the modern day, Egypt is America, Babylon the Great, the land of our captivity. All right. That's synonymous to America, Babylon the Great. This is spiritual Egypt, as it's called in the scriptures. All right. And Pharaoh, the modern wicked ruler now, is Esau. All right. He's the one that's spearheading this shit, man. This is all part of his diabolical plans to have everybody chipped, especially you Israelites, man, because he knows that when you receive that mark, he got you. All right, he got you. All right, and people, they trust in this system, man. It's fucking sickening. The majority of our people really believe and trust in Esau's system, man, and it's a broken system. All right, this broken reed. America, Babylon the Great is circling the drain. Esau is losing his power in the earth, man. The Lord is finna send his son Yahweh Shai back to return and restore righteous order in the earth. His kingdom, right? Esau's kingdom is crumbling, man. But people are still holding on to it. To the point where they're going to actually take the goddamn RFID microchip, man. Only to be destroyed, man. Only to be let down. The ultimate letdown, man. Esau's on his way out, man. His ship is sinking. And it's on fire. And you still trying to hold on to it, man. Well, whoever takes it, they deserve whatever they get, man. They deserve that lake of fire. That wrath from the Almighty. Because you've been warned, man. I got a couple of more. I'm going to wrap it up, man. There's, many more precepts I can go to. But for time's sake, I'm going to wrap it up, man. The point is being made right here. But this is 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 17. And it says, wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. So this goes into the fact that if you abstain from touching the unclean thing, and the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, is definitely an unclean thing. It's an abomination. All right. The Lord said, separate yourself from this society. Don't touch the unclean thing, and He's going to receive you. How's He going to receive us? Ultimately, it's going to be up into the chariots of salvation. Those so-called UFOs that are coming to rescue the elect in the midst of all the chaos in World War III, which is soon to come. That's how we're going to be saved up out of this shit, man. And if you have an RFID microchip in your ass, you're not going up into no chariot. Understand that. All right? You're going to be backstroking in that lake of fire, tormented, until the Lord decides to take your spirit out of your body, man, however long that might be. All right? This ain't no light thing, man. This is the final judgment. Play around if you want to, man. And it's right around the corner. Esau is setting it up, man. All it takes is one event for them to make this shit mandatory. And ultimately, man, it's better to die to receive, the death penalty than to take this shit, man. Because the Lord can resurrect you. The Lord said, be faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Let's get that Revelation 20 real quick. So this is Revelation chapter 20 and verse 4. It says, and this is a vision from John the Revelator. He actually saw these things. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. That 1,000 years is talking about that first 1,000 years in the kingdom of heaven. All right. And, John the Revelator actually saw the vision that the Lord gave him of those who got the victory over the beast, his image and his mark. The elect, ultimately, man. All right. Which consists of men, women, and children. All right. Starting with the 144,000. All right. Which are men. But the thing is that it's going to be punishable by beheading. This is already in the prophecy. So what's going to happen? There will be some men who are going to have their heads chopped off by Esau for not bowing the knee and receiving this mark. That's how serious this is, man. They got guillotines in these different concentration camps ready to go. All right. To unalive those who don't bow the knee to this damn system. But guess what? The Lord said, be faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, man. This life is not the end all be all. There's more to it. Don't let Esau scare you into taking that chip, man. Let no man take that crown. Speaking to myself first and foremost, man. All right. Now I'm going to wrap it up with this right here. One of my favorites. The book of Luke, chapter 21, and verse 28. Lord Yahushua speaking. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. That's right. Our salvation is near, man. We're seeing these prophecies play out in these last days, according to the scriptures. All right. Showing us that we're in the end times, man. You see, we know what time we're in. Our redemption is drawing near. Yahushua gonna be here before we know it, man. Once all these other things come to pass, which are coming to pass right now, Yahushua gonna show up, man, and redeem us out of this bullshit, man. To call us up into the chariots of salvation, to receive those new immortal bodies underneath the second covenant. That's what we fighting for, man. That's what we fighting for, man. We're here. All right. So keep your eyes open, man. Stay rooted in the faith. All right. This kingdom that we're currently in is coming to an end, and Yahweh Shai is going to establish the kingdom of heaven very soon, man. Fight to enter into that kingdom or be judged. So with that being said, I'm in this lesson right here. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah, Kodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who grew well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and Kwame Yasharala in the Bible Bar, Shalom to the elect. We here, man.